you expect to win the basketball game.
Randy Smith took it away. He comes back down the other way, and they're going to call him on a dribbling violation. He palmed the ball.
That NBA.
So that would not get called at all today. That's basically how NBA players build their game today, is off of this ability to put your hands on the side of the ball and basically carry it or palm it by the rules of the past. This is 1970s basketball here. I'll show another clip that's 1970s Lakers and 1970s ABA versus NBA. I don't have too many examples of palming or carrying from the 50s or 60s. Actually, I have none that I can think of off the top of my head, but that's because everybody knew not to push the envelope for ball handling.
Well, today my hand will be under the ball because you couldn't. Yeah. I mean, you carry the ball all over the place today, but.
Turn the ball over. He is called for palming.
Gilmore, ABA looking to run every time. Here is Ralph Simpson in the game now in backcourt. He palmed the ball first time he got it, and the NBA gets it back.
It's right there. That would not get, it's not even close. Not even close. I see that all the time today. Now, by the way, you could do a crossover back then. So these next clips, they'll show you could do a crossover. So here's Oscar Robertson. But you just had to keep your hand on top of the ball. Here's Archie Clark doing it. Ooh, Archie Clark was good. Archie Clark was one of the first players that really on a regular basis weaponized the crossover. Oscar did it a little bit, you could see. Jerry West did it a little bit. Archie Clark is not a superstar from that era. He was an all-star a few times, but Archie Clark is one of the first guys that really turned it into a weapon, that crossover. But again, he's got to keep his palms on top of the ball.
The skill level at that time really wasn't developed. Okay, so it's just like you sitting here trying to do all this. I ain't never got to worry about a crossover. Stop.
I played that clip again because I think he's kind of referencing that he's seen clips of Bob Cousy doing that dribble. Bob Cousy did that as a defensive dribble, not an offensive dribble, and in the sense that he was stalling basically to close out games where his Celtics had the lead. And he became famous for that. You know, I think that might also be a misunderstanding by Gil, that's how Bob Cousy played one-on-one. He did not play one-on-one like that. He was playing keep away. So that's clips like this right here, where he just slaps it top of the ball because he's got to do palms down dribble, and he's just doing this to show off basically. Again, Bob Cousy's playing in handcuffs, so he's just playing keep away here. He's just draining the clock. This is a famous clip, usually played back in slow motion, where that guy trips and then it's like he broke his ankles, but this is Bob Cousy doing it at his camp. Again, you see Bob Cousy has to touch only the top of the ball. At no point does he rake it across and go left to right and carry it like modern players do. This is because he's playing under the rules of that era. So he conditioned himself to be an exceptional ball handler like that, like the Harlem Globetrotters here. These were the best ball handlers on the planet, and that's how they dribbled. This is a 1950s clip that I threw in here of a college player, just to show you that just because Bob Cousy didn't weaponize his dribble and use it offensively, like how I mentioned Archie Clark kind of did, doesn't mean that Bob Cousy couldn't have. Here's a 1950s college player who is using his handle to create space on offense, like sort of how we're used to modern players doing it. But again, he still has to do it with the palms down dribble. So if you look here, he sham gods, freezes the defender as a jumper. Again, knocks the defender back. Yeah, you could play that way back then. That's not how Bob Cousy was, though. Bob Cousy was not an ISO player like this.